Robotics Missions by Easton and Eric. This is our EV3 robot. As you can see, we replaced the ball bearing for a wheel design of our own. Our back wheel has great rotation and great turning capabilities, meaning that it does not deter the robot from turning one way or another. We got to an early start for our robotics missions by being one of the first to finish the Tracing the Square practice mission. We started off with the ramp, a mission worth twice the points of a normal mission. It was scored like this: 10 points for the robot being supported on the ramp and an additional 5 points for each flag raised. The ramp was quite a lot harder than it looked, and it took us at least 10 attempts before we were able to get 2 flags, and at least another 10 attempts before we were able to get a recording of it. The robot was quite inconsistent on the ramp, drifting one way or another, so we decided that instead of going for 2 flags, we'd just go for 1. After our robot got consistent with 1 flag, we decided to move on with our next mission, the swing. Our idea for the swing was to use 2 pivot turns to maneuver the robot around to the back of the swing and have an arm knock it down, and we used Purview to calculate the values. We used the exact same code but backwards to get the robot back. Surprisingly, our idea and the code both worked. We had first tried the swing and got it working quite consistently. After this success, we instantly moved on to the highway. Although we coded several different ways for the robot to complete this mission, none of them worked and the arm always got stuck, not strong enough to lift up the highway even at 100% power. Even after a week or 2, we had gotten nowhere, so we decided to call this mission off. After that setback, we realized we were running a bit low on time. Our initial plan to complete the highway had failed, so we quickly thought up a plan B, which involved building one more arm to do the bat and drone missions. The extra credit mission could also be carried out using this arm. Our arm's design is shown here. As you can see, when the arm moves down, the bat or drone will fall off the arm and land on its proper place. With our new arm, the bat mission went very smoothly. All we did was use port view to calculate the forward value and then use the same value to go backward. The bat worked first try and has still, to this day, never failed. Except once. The drone was basically the same thing as the bat, except a turn was required to maneuver around the tree. It was a bit tricky at first, and we realized there were quite a few key differences between the drone and the bat. For example, there was a bit of a weight difference. The power of the arm that we used to lower the bat was way too high for the drone, so the drone got thrown across the board. It was our 5th attempt when we were able to get the recording of the drone succeeding. Now that we had our 4 missions, there was only one thing left to do. The extra credit mission was quite simple. All you had to do was push a little white structure into one of the black circles on the board for 5 extra points. As you can see, we pushed it into a red circle, which is actually 10 extra points instead of 5. Soon, it was time to test the missions. Each mission was worth 10 points except for the ramp. The test was out of 40 points. Each time you had to rescue a robot, you had to subtract 3 points from your score. The first mission, the bat, succeeded first try, giving us 10 points. The second mission, the drone, failed, but was able to get back to base, giving us an opportunity for a second try. On the second try, the drone succeeded, 10 more points. The third mission, the extra credit mission, succeeded first try, giving us another 10 points. The fourth mission, the swing, also worked first try and gave us, yet again, 10 points. We were already at 40 points and we still had the ramp to do. The first time, the robot fell off the ramp and we had to rescue it, subtracting 3 points from our score. The second time, however, worked and raised 1 flag, giving us 15 points. Our final score was 52 points out of 40, giving us 130%. Not bad at all.